It's the end of a really tough, bleak year, and God knows as we look ahead at a possible third wave of COVID, we need something to feel a little better with, something to warm the heart, and that's precisely a conversation that we're looking forward to having today as we bring together the real and screen actors, two of them from the film 83. Let's give you a glimpse about our conversation today. We're looking at two very special guests, Mohinder Amarnath and Saqib Salim, who essays his role in the film 83, looking back at that historic win for the Indian cricket team. And, it's an extraordinary sort of moment in history. And for that reason, it's a movie that has struck an emotional chord with millions of Indians. But when actual life meets fictional life or fictional life based on reality, what goes right and what goes wrong? Those are only some of the questions we're going to put forth to one of our greatest cricketing legends, Mohinder Amarnath, who was vice captain in that 1983 victory, and Saqib Salim, the actor who actually not just plays him, but was instructed to basically look like him, model himself on him. And I'm very pleased to welcome to the program, as I said, Jimmy Amarnath and Saqib Salim. I'll start with you, Mr. Amarnath, because you are a hero for our times. And one of the very interesting things I read in an interview with Saqib was that in a way, while you were actually in real life on the cricket field, you felt you needed to prove something to your father. And Saqib, while doing this role, because his own father is a huge fan of yours, also had the same performance anxiety. So, Jimmy sir, talk a little bit about that moment and the pressure you felt at being Lala Amarnath's son, not just the expectations of an entire country, but also the expectations of your own father.
No, I think I thank my dad, like whatever I am today, all thanks to his guidance. He was my mentor, coach. He guided me in the right direction. He was a great cricketer himself. He was a legendary figure in his time. And I don't know when many people know that he scored the first 100 for India in Test cricket in 1933. And in those days, like even women were ready to marry him. Women were wanted to run away with him, like elope with him and all those kind of a thing. And he was a real superstar of Indian cricket. And I heard so much about him as a kid, like all this ex-cricketer would tell me how good a cricketer he was, how his actions, his style, and all those things. So, but yes, I wanted to prove, I wanted to emulate him, I wanted to become like him, if not anything close to him, but I just want to prove that, okay, I was a proud son of Lala Amarnath. And I remember as a kid, whenever we would go out, people say, ki Lala ji ke bache aaye hain, Mohinder and Surinder and Rajendra. So I think that was great, to have a fatherly figure like over your head, and he's guiding us in the right direction. And coming back to 1983, I think I was very happy to be there. It was my dream that when I played the first World Cup in 75, I wanted to be in the thick of things in the middle rather than just clapping for two teams and watching the finals. This is what happened in 75. And when we reached the final, I thought it was dream come true for me, to be very honest. And सपने जब आप देखता है तो सपने पूरे भी होते हैं. मैं तो ये हमेशा बिलीव करता हूँ. You keep working towards it and you work hard towards it. And ये एक बहुत अच्छा बड़ा दिन था. और because उस time I think once you're on the field, you forget, like whose son you are, who you are actually. You're representing your team, you're representing your country, you want to play your best cricket and you want to contribute something to the team so that team should do well and we should win. The idea is to, when you go there, you play, go there to win. You want to play to win. You never want to be number two, you wanted to be number one at that time.
And I must, of course, ask you, you said that women wanted to elope with your father. After 83, did women want to elope with you as well, Jimmy Amarnath?
I was very much married. I had a daughter, 3 years old daughter, and all those things. Of course, you get all the attention, and
Yeah.
when you do such a huge thing for the country and for the team, and everybody wants to know you, everybody wants to be with you. Would like to be associated with you some way or the other. But I think it was a fantastic day for the team and for Indian cricket.
Absolutely. Saqib, you had your own father's expectations, but you had such a giant set of shoes to step into. How nervous were you, especially because Kabir's instructions were that you didn't just have to act out this role, you actually had to be Jimmy Amarnath on screen. What was the kind of anxiety or nervousness that you went through in preparing for this?
Barkha, I have chased this film from day one when I realized that there's a film being made on the 1983 World Cup, and Kabir Khan is directing, Ranveer Singh is playing Kapil Dev. And I remember reading that article in the newspaper and thinking to myself that who's playing Jimmy Amarnath? And because I know my cricket really well, I've played some state level cricket while growing up. So I reached out to him and I told him I want to be Jimmy Amarnath. And that whole process of me auditioning for the film, me showing them my cricketing skills took about a few days. And it's only once I landed the part, it I realized how big a responsibility this was. And I'd known Jimmy sir before. I'd met him before about 5 years ago. We'd done a film together. We'd acted together in a film. And I remember asking him about the '83 World Cup then and about how it was like. But here I was now as Jimmy Amarnath, and I had to be him. And like you said, Kabir said that you don't have to mimic them, you don't have to mimic the legends you're playing, you have to imbibe the personality. And I was struggling. I was struggling every day because me and Jimmy sir are two completely different people. He's one of the
How
calmest.
how are
He's
you
one of the
different?
most calmest men I've met in my life. He's just so zen. He doesn't show anything. He was facing Michael Holding, and when he would get hit on the chest or on the shoulder, he would just look back and smile. And I'm a Delhi boy. If somebody hit me, I would just go after that guy. So I had to really change the my DNA
Personality.
to, yeah,
Yeah.
my personality completely. And I felt like I really connected to Jimmy sir when he spoke about his father to me and his relationship with his father. And that's exactly how my relationship with my father is. That my father's my hero, but I really look up to my father, and I always prove to my father that I'm good enough.
So, Sakib, it's very interesting that you talk about, the similarities between both of you basically having these larger than life father figures. Tell us a little bit about what your growing up influence was vis-a-vis your father. Were you scared of him? And I'll ask Mr. Amarnath the same question. Did you adulated him, of course, but were you scared of him? What was that kind of childhood years in Delhi growing up like, beyond, of course, being a passionate cricket fan and even playing cricket for the state level?
I, I'm still petrified of my father, Barkha. I'm still
Yeah.
scared of him. If my father's never hit me or anything of that sort, but if he ever takes my name, I feel like I've done something wrong. Usually it is like beta kahan ho, Raje kahan ho. And if he says Saqib, that means he's really angry with me. So I'm really, really scared of my father even now. My growing up years, my father was my hero, like I said. I used to look up to him because I've never seen a more hardworking man in my life. I still remember growing up, my father has a restaurant business in Delhi. And about 40 years ago, when he started, and when I was growing up, about in the early 90s, I used to see him leave the house at 7 in the morning, come back at 2 in the night, and he was always working. And I always told my mother कि यार पापा बहुत मेहनत करते हैं यार, मतलब इतनी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी क्या बड़े होके, because I really wanted to be like him. And growing up, I used to play cricket. My father was really supportive about it. But there came a time in my life when I was finishing college that I realized that cricket is not what what I'll eventually be doing in life. I won't become a cricketer because I realized that I wasn't good enough to be a cricketer. So this film, when it came to me, it somehow just fulfilled that dream of mine of playing for the country. And I'm just glad and thankful that I'm part of this film. I get to play Jimmy Sir, who's a living legend, who did so much for the country at a time where nobody believed in us and got us to win the 1983 World Cup. And
Yeah.
and my he was my father's favorite cricketer. And to play him on screen, there's no better joy than that.
Well, life really does turn full circle. Jimmy Amarnath, were you scared of your father? I mean, you had also very big, very, very giant shoes to step into. You were stepping into the first captain's shoes. You possibly always felt, you lived in his shadow. Did you feel that? Was it tough?
आई थिंक ये तो अंडरस्टेटमेंट है कि डर माय गॉड वो होता है ना कि जैसे डॉग को, शेर को देख के एकदम से बिल्कुल बैठ सा जाता है, उसकी आवाज नहीं निकलती है. That was kind of a personality he had. Of course, like he was a very loving person. I think he had planned our future, all three brothers. He was just wanted us to be a cricketer, nothing else. Studies were secondary and all that thing. And इनका बिल्कुल था कि तुम क्रिकेटर बन जाओगे तो दुनिया में सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. This is what he used to say, because he himself was from a very humble background. He grew up in a village in Gopipur near Kapurthala. He went to Lahore, became a star on his own. So he knew that कि ये मेहनत तो करनी पड़ती है इसके लिए. You can't just do it in a day or so. So I remember one incident. I think he had gone to his friend's place, office in railways, and he took me and my older brother Surinder. We were together. And then we met this gentleman. He said, "Achha Lala, बच्चे कैसे कर रहे हैं?" He said, "They're doing fine." Then he said, "कि how good they are in studies." He said, "मुझे studies का कोई interest नहीं." He said, "यार तू पहला एक बाप देखा है जिसको बच्चों के लिए पढ़ाई का He said, "नहीं, I'm very clear कि क्लास में एक दो बारी फेल भी हो जाएंगे तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा. अगर क्रिकेट में सक्सेसफुल हो गए तो कुछ बन जाएंगे." तो I think he was very clear what he wanted us to be, and he would only get angry if we don't perform on the field. Otherwise, like he was very cool. He would guide us in the right direction. He would allow us to play cricket whole day. He won't stop us. And he would encourage us, to just keep going. And he would watch us sit there with a chair and a pipe in his mouth and all that kind of a thing, guide us in the right direction. So I think I had nothing to prove, to be very honest. I had seen stardom at home. I had seen a big star, how people would meet him and greet him and respect him. And another incident I remember, like he was telling me, he said, एक बार मैं जवाहरलाल नेहरू साहब से मिलना चाहता था, तो वहाँ सिक्योरिटी थी. Then guy stopped him and he said कि साहब आप कहाँ जा रहे हैं? तो इसे कि नेहरू साहब से मिलना. आपका नाम? इसे लाला. इसे कौन लाला? इसे दो ही लाला हुए हैं हिंदुस्तान में, एक लाला अमरनाथ और एक लाला लाजपत राय. तो you हट जाओ. So,
Fantastic. What a slice of history. But you said कि आपको डांट पिटती थी सिर्फ एक चीज के लिए, if you thought your performance was subpar on the field. जब वो डांट पिटती थी, तब did it demoralize you from performing better, or did it actually help you perform better?
No, help me to perform better, because then he would explain and say कि why we didn't do well and all those kind of. डांट ही नहीं पड़ती थी, चप्पलें भी पड़ती थी. कभी कभी उनका हाथ दो, कहते हैं ना 2.5 किलो का हाथ था उनका, वो भी पड़ता था and all that. But that made us stronger. They made us realize that he wanted us to do well and he was not happy what we have achieved. So I think that made me more determined. And all three brothers, I think we would work hard. We would play the whole day. जो shortcomings थी, we would sort out our problems. So that made us a cricketer, a complete cricketer.
Jimmy, what is the story of the red handkerchief, the Lal Rumal, जो आपने साकिब को दिया? He posted a lot about it, and I'll ask him. But I want to know the story of the red handkerchief, your lucky charm.
Lucky charm, of course, it was my lucky charm. And I think if I would pack anything on a tour or going before the game, or the first thing was a Lal Rumal, because it was a lucky charm. And I heard stories about Dad also, from a lot of people. They would say कि वो लाला जी भी अपने ज़माने में लाल रुमाल रखते थे. So I just wanted to emulate myself. I wanted to reach somewhere close to, I was nowhere as a cricketer, even 10% what he was in his playing days. But I wanted to prove, I wanted to tell people and जनता कि ठीक है, मैं भी cricket खेल सकता हूँ. So it was a lucky charm. It's came from my father, and that was one thing.
Was it his father's? Was it your father's Rumal?
No, unfortunately it wasn't, but it was the color. I think I just adopted, and that was that's my favorite color anyway. So I think it came from my father, and it proved very lucky for me. And so I think whatever I think I've achieved, I always maintain and say, it came from my dad. I think my aggression on the field was like my father. My temperament is like my mother.
The Zen temperament, the calm temperament that Saqib refers to, because and we're seeing these pictures of both of you in an emotional moment after the screening. But if we can come out of these now, I'm quite curious to know, Saqib. You've written a lot about what it meant to receive that red handkerchief. Where is that handkerchief now? कहाँ है रुमाल, Saqib?
It's in my house, in my room. I'm going to frame it and keep it for the rest of my life. It is
What
the
did that
biggest
moment mean to
validation I've
you?
ever gotten in life.
What did it mean to you, that moment, to get that handkerchief?
Okay. I'll be honest, Varkha. I had seen the film before, and everybody was seeing the film at the premiere, and I was very nervous as to how Jimmy Sir would feel like after watching the film, how he would react. तो जब स्क्रीनिंग चल रही थी तो मैं साइड में खड़ा होके जिमी सर को देख रहा था. But I was getting very anxious, and I'm like, "What are you doing, Saqib? Let him enjoy the film. Go out, wait for the film to get over, and then you'll get your reaction." I went out, had a couple of black coffees, got more anxious, and then came back in after the film got over. And everybody was meeting everybody, and I just went near where Jimmy Sir was, and I just stood. And I don't know why I had tears in my eyes, and I just looked at him and said, "Sir, I'm really sorry if I've done something wrong." And Jimmy Sir, in his trademark smile, just looked at me and said, "Tu pagal ho gaya hai?" He took out that red handkerchief, placed it in my pocket, and said, "Aaj tune mujhe 10 saal jawan kar diya." And I don't know, I've never had that. For me was one of the biggest moments of my life to get validation from the legend himself, because now whatever the critics say, whatever the box office say, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is the man I've played has liked what I've done on screen. So it was very, very, very emotional for me. I cried like a baby that day. I kept looking at the hanky and smiling. I'm like, okay, I've done something good in my life. I've made him proud. Somewhere I saw my dad seeing this, and I looked at him and I realized I've made him proud too. So it was just a very, it's a moment like I've never had before in my life. I don't know how to explain it. There were too many emotions running in my mind at that point. My family was there. My mother saw this. My mother, when I was playing cricket as a 16, 17-year-old boy, she was really invested in my career. And I still remember when I told her that I'll not be playing cricket anymore. I want to be an actor. I saw her heart break. So her seeing me on the big screen playing for India, winning the World Cup, taking that last wicket, Jimmy sir giving me that red handkerchief, my dad standing in the corner looking at me and smiling. I just felt like this was it. This is what I had taken birth for, to achieve this in
Yeah,
life. I don't know how to put it in words, but
yeah.
it was just magical that moment.
Yeah, I can somewhat imagine because it was the coming together of so many different dreams. So I want to ask you, Jimmy Amarnath, sir. Cricket today is very different. We live in this sort of glamorized cricket world with the IPL, with games getting shorter and shorter. Uh, what is the biggest difference in the cricketing culture now and back then? How do you see the one biggest difference, Mr. Amarnath?
No, I think things do change with time, and nowadays, things were different. I think in our time, I think things were totally different because people were not thinking of players, were not thinking in terms of money or anything because it wasn't there. It wasn't available. I don't think Indian board was the richest in those days. They hardly had any money. And, things, whatever we got, we were quite happy with that. We were getting just 6,000 rupees on the tour and daily allowance on the tour. The allowance was not there. Hotels, we stayed in motels also, in the smaller places also. But nobody thought, it wasn't really good enough for us. It was fine. I think whatever we got, we're quite happy with that. But now I think that everything is available. I think things do change with time. I think, and it's fine. I'm very happy for the players. I think they're getting all this money. I think they deserve each and every rupee. I think because they provide so much entertain to billions of people around the world. And so nothing wrong with that actually. And so whatever we earned, I was quite मिला वो एक तरह से सुनहरे सपने की तरह था और कोई कंप्लेन नहीं है जितना आई थिंक ऑलवेज बिलीव इन डेस्टिनी वॉट एवर इज इन योर डेस्टिनी you're bound to get and nobody can change your destiny. You work towards it, you work hard. It's not that you just sit so I think that way I think quite happy the way things are at the moment for all these players.
Saqib, your destiny could have been talking about destiny could have been very, very different. As you had mentioned, your father runs a chain of restaurants, and where I live in Delhi, one of those outlets is actually a walking distance from me, and I've often eaten there and
Correct.
ordered food from there. And we're talking, of course, about the chain Salim's. So, talk a little bit about how you may have totally gone in that direction, Saqib.
Barkha, I in fact worked with my father in his restaurant for a year when I was in my final year of college. And the plan was to do my hotel management and join the family business, like my elder brother. And all I asked my father was that I just need to go to Bombay for a year to just stay independent. I've just had this protective, sheltered life. And I'm like, Dad, मुझे एक साल के लिए थोड़ा independence चाहिए लाइफ में. कहाँ जाना है? पापा बॉम्बे जाना है. क्यों जाना है? पापा ऐसे ही जाना है. एंड द फर्स्ट थिंग माय डैड आस्क्ड मी कि हीरो बनना है तुझे. हमने पागल हो गया आप. मेरी शक्ल देखो, मैं हीरो बन सकता हूँ. कट टू 1 year later I'd signed a film. And he looked at me, he's like, तू मेरा ही बेटा है, तू बहुत बड़ा झूठा है, तू मेरा ही बेटा है. And that's how that journey just took a detour and I became an actor. Otherwise, I would be making kebabs or selling kebabs or taking orders on the phone and being like, hello Salim, क्या order है आपका?
Well, the
So yeah,
kebabs are
life.
fantastic. Well, the kebabs are fantastic. I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. And my dad is really proud of that business. He started that 47 years ago with a small kebab grill and a chair in Kailash Colony, and now it's a chain. So it just makes me really proud. See, that is where when I was talking about my father, I call him my hero because I've seen him struggle, put in those hours every day to reach where he's reached today. And my dad's favorite line is, "बेटा बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है." So don't worry, हर दिन मेहनत करते रहो, थोड़ा थोड़ा करते रहो, एक दिन वो बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. So that's what I follow in life, and that's what I follow when it comes to my acting. Just keep doing the work, put in the hard work, and that's what Jimmy sir also believes in. So I was in the midst of people who were telling me the same thing every day. So I'm like, okay, everybody's saying this has to be right, and I started following it.
It's an absolutely feel-good moment for me to talk to both of you. And, you know, those are the snippets that we're seeing from the movie. Jimmy Amarnath, I'll give you the last word. What was your father's favorite line? We know Sakib's father's favorite line, कि बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है. लाला अमरनाथ जी की favorite line क्या थी?
बस उनकी यही कि फेल ना होना.
वो आजकल इनको कहते हैं टाइप ए पेरेंट्स, वो टाइप ए पर्सनालिटी के टाइगर मॉम एंड टाइगर डैड कहते हैं जो अपने बच्चों को फेल नहीं होने देते. तो इट्स एब्सोल्युटली फैंटास्टिक. You know, pleasure, absolute pleasure. Jimmy Amarnath, Saqib Salim, thank you. God bless both of you for making us feel better at the end of the year. Take care and a happy new year to both of you, and look forward to talking to you both again very soon. Thank you and goodbye. It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support